Okay, good morning all. Let's start with the class. Today, since we have finished up with MySQL, so today let's do some revision and practice of MySQL. I wish to tell you that there's a new book launched by CBSE on 11th class IT. So it is there available on the CBSE site also. I'll also share the book to you people. Whatever changes they have made this year, all such changes are there in that book, right? So I'll share it today, so you can just go through the things from here. So today we'll see, I will revise the thing as per the new book. Fine. So I'll just show you the new book. I'll share my screen. So this is the new book in which that RDBMS is also uh, incorporated. It's unit 4 in this book. And then we have unit 5 also. Unit 5 is regarding your Java and NetBeans. उसमें we have some introduction part of Java. How do we start with it? How do we start the programming? Fine. Now on RDBMS, we have, first of all, how do we need to understand what is RDBMS and what is database, what is data. Some introduction part is given. Then MySQL and its introduction is again given. Then we have some DML commands, right? And some DDL commands also, right? So for your, although for half yearly exam, we don't have this unit, we have only 1, 2, 3, first 3 units. Okay, so just go through, for 1, 2, 3 units, the syllabus curriculum is almost same, which is there in the old book. पुरानी book और नई book में ज़्यादा changes नहीं हैं, और पहले 3 unit same हैं. 4th और 5th unit यहाँ पे additions हैं, वो यहाँ से study कर सकते हो आप. Fine. So let's practice with this book only. हम लोग एक बार practice कर लेते हैं, DBMS में कुछ रह ना जाए, और plus we'll also have a revision sort of thing for all the things. The very first thing is, what is DBMS? Now DBMS is used to create and maintain database on the computers, right? And we need a program for doing that. That program is called as DBMS, right? So whenever we are creating a database and whenever we want to maintain a database, maintenance में क्या क्या आता है? To make changes in the database, to delete certain things from the database, or to add new things into the database. So that comes in the maintenance part. So how do we maintain? How do we create this database concept? We can create this with the help of a software, and that software is called as DBMS software, Database Management System software, right? So it is the software that enables the users to create and maintain database. This is important. What all? Some of the popular DBMS software, MySQL जो हमारे curriculum में है, then PostgreSQL, PostgreSQL, then Microsoft SS. You might have done this in the junior classes. Oracle is there, then SQL Server is there, which belongs to Microsoft company. DB2, Sybase. ये कुछ examples हैं softwares की, right? Now, what is the use of DBMS? It allows us to store data in a structured way, in a better way, in an improved way. Then we can put a query to the database, means we can ask questions to the database, right? So जो हम commands लिखते हैं उनको queries बोलते हैं. हम जो command लिखते हैं, so we are asking the database about something. So the database give us the answers in return. Then DBMS software allow us to sort or manipulate the data present in the database. If you want to sort is to arrange the things, and manipulate is to make changes into the data, right? So we can do it easily with the help of this DBMS software. It allows us to validate the data entry and check for inconsistencies. Inconsistencies वही है duplicacy की problem या एक record multiple नाम से है तो वो चीजें. Then it also allow us to validate the data. Validate is like putting up some standards, like for a date kind of thing. You can set a standard that this is the format which is to be followed. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे ईयर पहले 4 डिजिट का फिर डैश लगाना ज़रूरी है, फिर आप 2 डिजिट्स का मंथ लिखो, फिर डैश लगाया, फिर 2 डिजिट का डे लिखा. Likewise, standards we can put, or we can put a standard like in marks column. If you want the numbers only lesser than some particular range, like if you want the marks less than 100, so such kind of things we can put up, as we have done it in examples also. कि हम लोग constraints लगा सकते हैं, तो वो constraints लगाना validation ही है. Then it allows us to produce flexible reports both on the screen and on the paper. So we can see the reports. Reports मतलब जो आप output निकालते हो, तो जो output आता है वो आप अपनी desired way से निकालते हो, and you can see the things on the screen also. You can print them on the paper also. Right, so these are the things which are available in DBMS Office. Then we'll talk about RDBMS, or relational databases. In the databases named learner shown below, learner, there is one database given here. If you see, yeah, this is the database. इसमें हमने एक student table बनाया, एक participant table बनाया है, और एक activity table है. Right. So the data is organized into separate tables. We have 3 separate tables. One is tab student, one is participant table, and one is activity table. So all 3 lies in the same database. The name of the database is learner. Once the table have been set up, a relation can be created to link them together. So we can create a relation with the help of which they can be linked with each other. How? You see, यहाँ पे student ID is taken from this table and it is used in the participant table. Then see, student ID is in both the tables. Then activity we have taken from this activity table and it is also there in the participant table. So in short words, we can say we have created this participant tables with the values taken from the other 2 tables. This is all linking is done. ये student ID से linked है, activity से linked है. So this is a relation formed. Now such a database that store data in separate tables that are related through common columns is called as a relational database. A very good example is given. So relation database में we create tables and then we can relate them with some common columns. So it helps us to search data in a better way, right? So that is our DBMS. Benefits of the DBMS are given: redundancies, controlled redundancy, duplicacy, inconsistency मतलब वही है, basically duplicacy होगी, inconsistency मतलब data जो है वो valid हो और as per the requirements हो. Then data can be shared, as we have just seen here. Data we are sharing, the same values are being shared in this table. The same activity values are shared here or shared here, whatever. Then security restrictions can be applied. We can apply some security features. So passwords and all we can set. Okay, encryption standards we can set. Then अभी हमने किया था कि आप standard set कर सकते हो, तो वो सब एक तरह के security restrictions है. Then we have certain terms which are used in RDBMS. पहली term है domain, हमने किया था. Domain क्या है? Pool of values or collection of values from which the value of a column is derived. एक column के अंदर जो values हैं वो एक collection of values में से उठा के use की जाती हैं. उन collection of values को हम बोलते हैं domain. ठीक है, तो ये domains होगी. जैसे ये student ID is one domain where we have all these values and these values we are using in this table. domain is the student ID, right?
Yes.
Then we have tables or relations. हमने किया था tables क्या है? Tables are similar kind of tables that we create in spreadsheets. It has rows and columns, right? And table is a two-dimensional representation of data, two-dimensional where we have rows also, columns also, right? And generally they are related to each other in a DBMS, RDBMS software, right? Why we relate them? Interrelated tables reduces the chances of errors. Fine. So these tables are also called as relationships. Fine. These are the examples given. Say this is a customer table where this is a column and this is a row. Right. Likewise, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. And what is a record? Horizontal set of values in a table is called as a record. It is also known as rows or tuples. तो ये जो एक पूरा set है, horizontal set, this complete thing is called as a record or a row or a tuple, right? And each row represents a set of records, which is basically the collection of data about a particular entity. Particular entity might like for one person, for one place or one thing. So we have a set of collection of records related to that. What are fields? These columns are called as fields, and columns are also called as attributes also, right? Vertical set of records. These are horizontal set of records, and these are vertical subset of tables. Subset, or you can say set of records in a table, right? And we call it as column oftenly. Each column has a unique name, and the content within it must be same, must be of the same type. Same type in the sense like this customer ID, all the values should be of same type. Like in one case we are using numbers, so all should have numbers. Here we are using characters, so every value should be character only, right? Characters, numbers. So that data type we set for one particular column should be same for all the values. What is MySQL? It is an open source RDBMS software. Open source means where source code is available to us, we can change the software as per our requirements, and it is also available free of cost. There is no cost of it. Then what is a key? Key is a column or combination of columns, which can be used to identify one or more rows in a table. In every table, we have to set one or more columns as keys, with the help of which we can identify the rows. Identify the rows मतलब कि ऐसा column जिसके अंदर हम कुछ ऐसी values डालें ताकि rows को आपस में identify किया जा सके. वो कैसे हमने primary key किया था. Primary key is where duplicacy cannot occur. One value cannot come two times. तो उससे हम identify करते हैं कि rows में हर row दूसरी row से अलग है, right? So such kind of columns we can set, and there are different kinds of keys we'll discuss afterwards. First is the primary key, group of one or more columns used to uniquely identify each row. Uniquely identify, uniquely क्यों लिखा है? Because उसमें क्या होगा कि जितनी rows हैं सबकी values जो हैं आपस में common नहीं हो सकती, unique होंगी, right? So primary key एक वो column है या group of columns हैं जिसमें which is used to uniquely identify each row, right? Makes every row in a table unique, right? Now an example is also given. When you got admission to the school, you have been given admission numbers, right? And they are assigned to each and every student of the school, and it is unique also. No two students have same admission number. All are having different numbers. ऐसे ही when you go to hospitals, every patient is given a patient number, right? Similarly, when you go to bank, you'll have account number, which is also unique. Every person has different account number. तो ये जो admission number, account number, patient number है, ये सब, these are all examples of primary keys, because these are the columns where the value cannot come two times. Value cannot be repeated. Every database table, every table which we create in a database should have a common column or group of columns. कॉमन कह रहा हूँ कि की कॉलम मतलब प्राइमरी की होनी चाहिए किसी ने हर टेबल के अंदर, हर डेटाबेस टेबल के अंदर एक प्राइमरी की होनी जरूरी है. And value should be unique in every record of the table. Right? For some more examples, a session numbers in the library, ID, employee ID and employee table, item code, flight number, likewise. So this is the main thing. Purpose of the primary key is to uniquely identify each record. Main purpose is that every record is unique. Then we have candidate keys. Now all the columns or group of columns which can be used as primary key in a table are called as candidate key. जिनको हम primary key बना सकते हैं, ऐसे columns को हम candidate keys बोलते हैं. ठीक है? जैसे in one table, let's say you have admission number also, then we have roll number also. So roll number भी हर बच्चे का अलग होगा, admission number भी हर बच्चे का अलग होगा. So in that case, both can be used as primary keys. So these two are candidate keys then. Right? Out of these two, if one of the column is made primary, तो जो बच गई candidate की जो बच गई वो alternate key हो गई. So candidate key of the table which is not selected as primary key is the alternate key. ठीक है? जैसे admission number, roll number दोनों candidate हो गए. इनमें से मान लो हमने admission number we have used for as a primary key, तो हमारे पास जो बच गई roll number, that column can be is called as alternate key. ठीक है? तो वो candidate key जो primary नहीं है वो alternate key है. ठीक है? Now this example is given where admission number, roll number both are used. So here admission number both and roll number both are unique, so they are candidate key. मान लो हमने admission number को primary बना लिया, तो roll number जो है वो alternate key बच गया. ठीक है? Then we have foreign key. Foreign key is used to relate one or more tables. ठीक है? If the primary key column of a base table is मतलब जो जहाँ से value उठा रहे हैं of the base table, when used in some other table is called as a foreign key. अब ये condition याद रखो, primary key of the base table. जिस टेबल से हम वैल्यू उठा रहे हैं उस टेबल की प्राइमरी की कॉलम की वैल्यूज अगर आप किसी दूसरे टेबल में यूज करते हो तो सेकंड टेबल में दे आर काउंटेड एज फॉरेन. Right? Now this we have employee table. Let's say these are the columns in the employee table. Another table is department table. We have these columns there: department ID, T name, and city. So department ID column of the table employee will be foreign key because it is declared as primary in the department table. Right? अब यहाँ पे department table में department ID अगर primary है तो department ID हमने employee table में भी लिखी है. यहाँ पे department ID is a foreign key. But the condition is that here it should be primary key. Only then it will be foreign key. Right? The foreign key concept is basically to link two tables, relate two tables. This is important. The primary key, foreign key column should have the same data type and size. डेटा टाइप दोनों का सेम होना चाहिए और साइज भी सेम होना चाहिए, राइट। अगर आप साइज क्रिएट करते टाइम अलग डालते हो तो आपकी फॉरेन की नहीं लगेगी। So that's all about the introduction part. Then we have what is MySQL. It's a relational database management system, RDBMS software, and we pronounce it as MySQL. Right? It was developed and founded by David Exmark, and Alan Larson, right? Michelle Readiness, and they worked in 1980s together to form this kind of language. Characteristics of MySQL. What are the things which are available in MySQL software? It's an open source license, so that means anybody can use, anybody can customize or change the software as per requirements. It's of no cost, no payment is required, right? Although there is one donation option if you want to donate money to the organization so that they can fund their researches, so that can be done, but वो donation compulsory नहीं है, आप अपनी मर्जी से दे सकते हो. It is of high speed, very easy to use and reliable also. It uses a standard form of NC standard, NC equals. NC is a standard which are used by most of the programming languages. So it helps to write the program in an easy way and better way, user-friendly way. Then it is platform independent application, which can work on various platforms. You can run MySQL on Windows, Linux, Unix, etc. And moreover, it is compatible with many other languages like Java के साथ इसको use किया जा सकता है. In 12th में we have one concept where we'll create one Java program and we'll also create one MySQL program. Then we can club them, we can join them so that a commercial kind of software can be made. Okay. Likewise, we can link this MySQL with other languages like Java, C++, PHP, Perl, etc. ठीक है, PHP पर वो वेब क्रिएटिंग, वेबसाइट क्रिएटिंग करने के लिए यूज होती है, right? It is easy to install and is capable of holding large amount of data. Then these are downloading links available. These are this is the link from where you can download MySQL. And if you people have not downloaded, you can see this link is working. Just click on this, will straight away move to that site from where you can download MySQL software. ठीक है, ये लिंक पे जाके आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हो सॉफ्टवेयर. And these are the steps. This is the MySQL site. जब आप यहाँ क्लिक करोगे तो ये इंटरफेस आपके सामने आएगा. यहाँ से नीचे इसके सॉफ्टवेयर हैं डाउनलोड करने वाले. You can see ये MySQL community, right? ये देखो नीचे डाउनलोड्स की ऑप्शन है, right? So when you click on here, you'll get ये community server के लिंक है. देन ये नीचे लिंक्स हैं based on the requirements or the specifications of your computer. You can download any software which suits you. जैसे 64-bit विंडोज के लिए सॉफ्टवेयर हैं, 64-bit, 32 या कुछ और है तो फिर ये और लिंक दिया है, वहाँ पे जाके डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. और if you have Linux or some other operating system, तो यहाँ से choose करो it from this arrow, and then you can download these software. Right, so these are all different steps given to download. Once the file is downloaded, you click on run button, then installation will take place. So when you install it, विल ऑल्सो इंस्टॉलेशन में भी दो चीज़ें हैं, पहले तो वो फाइल्स को इंस्टॉल करता है, आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू कॉन्फ़िगर इट। कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आपको कुछ स्टैंडर्ड सेट करने होते हैं, जैसे पासवर्ड्स वगैरह यू नीड टू सेट, सो put a password there whenever it is asked. That password is important because उसी पासवर्ड से आप हर बार लॉग इन कर सकते हो, right? So you require that password each time you start MySQL. Categories of commands. इनमें से हमने almost सारी कर ली हैं. Broadly, we have two categories: data definition language commands, data manipulation language commands. मैंने बताया था data definition language DDL. These are the commands which permits database tables to be created and deleted.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Database को create करना, delete करना, tables को create करना, delete करना. फिर कुछ ऐसी commands जिसमें we can define the indices. Indices मतलब keys, primary key define करनी हो. Right? Link, how to link to tables, जैसे foreign key लगानी है तो वो उसकी जो command है वो DDL है. Then imposing constraints on the table. Constraint मतलब primary key लगाना, default लगाना. तो ये सब DDL commands हैं. इसमें क्या क्या है? Create database, create table, alter table, drop table. These are the four major commands which comes under this. Create database is used to create a new database. Create table is used to create a table. Alter table to modify a table. Drop table to delete a table. Second category is DML commands, data manipulation commands. Right, the query and update commands from DML's part of SQL forms the DML part of the SQL. So these are the commands. A query मतलब क्वेश्चन पूछना, जो select statement से करते हैं हम लोग. अपडेट करने का तरीका. So we have select statement here, update command, delete command, insert into command. Select will extracts the data from the table. It take out the value from a table and then we can show that value in a different form. Update will change the values present in the table. Table means it changes the values present in the row. Delete is also used to delete the data. तो ये जो था ड्रॉप टेबल पूरा टेबल रिमूव करता है. ये डिलीट जो है आपका डेटा को रिमूव करता है, या कह सकते हैं रो को रिमूव करता है. इंसर्ट इनटू से रो ऐड होती है. वी कैन ऐड न्यू डेटा इनटू द टेबल. So basically these commands, DDL commands, they works for creating of database, creating of table, deleting of table और modifying a table. Modify में क्या करता है? Columns को add करना, columns को remove करना, columns को change करना. So it deals with columns. And DML commands, it deals with rows. Take out a value from a row, change a row, or delete a row, or inserting a new row. Right? So before we go further for the command, we need to discuss what are the data types. ये हमने किया था data types. Text के लिए आपके लिए data types है char, bracket में उसका size देना होता है. ये fixed length string है. Fixed length मतलब इसकी number of characters that you give here, whatever size you give, that size is fixed for all the values within that column. जिस column में भी आपने data type लगाया है, for them the size is fixed. Right? The size ranges from 0 to 1 to 255 characters. It is right padded with spaces to the specific length when stored. Right padded means always comes on the right side, and spaces written inside the text are also counted.
Yes.
And it has a specific length, fixed length. Right?
No, ma'am.
All the values we write here should be included in single quotes or double quotes, like you can see here the example. Right?
Yes.
Varchar and char all the specifications are same, only difference is it is a variable length string character. Varchar is used to store a string value whose length can vary, right? Like if you give varchar 25 size, 25 is the maximum size over here, and if you put a value of 10 characters only, the size will be 10 here. Whereas if you talk about char, size will be exactly whatever size we have given here. अगर यहाँ पे आपने 10 दिया है और आपने 6 कैरेक्टर्स का नाम वैल्यू लिखी है, तो साइज तब भी 10 काउंट होगा इन केस ऑफ char. In case of varchar, it will be the size will be 6, right? So these are the way of writing the values. Same, similar. There's no change. Then we have numeric. Numeric में decimal value आ गई. Decimal मतलब with a decimal value. उसमें हम दो mention करते हैं चीजें. पहला है size कितना होना चाहिए. दूसरा decimal के बाद कितनी digit होनी चाहिए. Similarly, int is used. Int is used और integer भी लिखते हैं full. It is used to enter values which other than decimals, right? Only integer values, and width up to 11. So maximum size given for an integer is 11 digits. So you can give a shorter number also, but you cannot give more than 11. Fine. ये यहाँ पे एक डॉट सा लगाया है, डॉट नहीं आएगा, ये थोड़ा एरर है, ध्यान रखना. It's only 76. Then we have a date data type to enter dates. We have time data type to enter time values. Date and time both are written in inverted commas. Again, you can write in single as well as double quotes both. ठीक है. Time का format HH, MM, SS. HH मतलब 2 digits hours के, 2 digits minutes के और 2 ही digits seconds के लिए. ये यहाँ पे फिर से एक एरर है. HH है तो ये 3 digits लिखे हुए हैं. 3 नहीं होने चाहिए, 2 होने चाहिए. तो ये एक एरर है, ये ध्यान रखना. 2 ही digit होने चाहिए. 838 cannot be there. Either it should be 83 or 38. 2 digit का नंबर यहाँ आ सकता है. Creating a database. This is the simple command. Create database लिख के database का नाम दे दो और semicolon लगा दो. Like this. Now to open a database, we use command. Use command में आप use लिख के database का सिर्फ नाम लिखते हैं. बीच में database word नहीं लिखते. So write use space name of the database and semicolon. Right. So that moment you click, moment you press enter, you'll get a message database changed. Changed लिखा गया मतलब आपका database open हो गया. Right. अच्छा, ये कमांड हमने नहीं करी. ये है view the current database. अगर आपने जो भी डेटाबेस अभी ओपन किया हुआ है, बाय डिफॉल्ट मान लो हमने डेटाबेस ओपन कर लिया था, देन वी प्रैक्टिस सो मेनी कमांड्स. later on I want to see the name of the database in which I am working. तो कौन सा डेटाबेस हमने ओपन किया है वो चेक करना है. उसके लिए सेलेक्ट लिख के write database and then put brackets and close the bracket and put semicolon. Right, so this will display the name of the database. जैसे पिछले एग्जांपल में हमने स्कूल ओपन किया था, यहाँ पे स्कूल नाम जो है वो डिस्प्ले हो जाएगा. This is how we can check which database is open. This is about create table command. Write create table, name of the table, first column data type, comma, second column data type, comma, third column data type. Likewise, keep on writing the record. Click on closing bracket and put semicolon in the end. Right. For example, create table learner. रोल नंबर पहला कॉलम है, इंटीजर टाइप डेटा है, कॉमा दूसरा नेम है, varchar 25 उसका डेटा टाइप और साइज है, फिर हमने ब्रैकेट क्लोज किया, सेमीकोलन लगा के एंटर प्रेस किया, you'll get this message. Query OK, 0 rows affected, 0.16 seconds will be displayed. It takes 0.16 seconds to run the file. Fine. Chalo, let's wind up today, and we will do the rest of the things in the next class. Fine. So just go through the things and go through the content given in the book and find out what are the new things, and then if you still find some problem anywhere, you can come up with your ideas, right? You can contact.